base because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now Wilson. And it is caught. And they work this right upfield across the 45. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They go play action now. Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Again, Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It's big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays, nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He finds his target, it's Evans. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a first down. Here's Burrow. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 2nd and 6 coming up. Again, it's Burrow. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On third down, Burrow able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Burrow. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. To throw, Burrow into the hands of London.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 19. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Patrick. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's Burrow. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
One more hurdle here. They need the 2-point conversion to, for the moment, stay alive in these playoffs. They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful, and we've got ourselves a tie football game. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on and they're ready for this next series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Wilson to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
And that not what they wanted. They lose yards on 1st down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
Well, what a game this has been, and now it'll take overtime to decide who goes on to the AFC title game. This fielded right at the goal line.
Pushing his way through.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, CD, certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they scored first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
A touchdown would obviously be ideal to start this overtime. They'd still need to play defense, but it's 1st and 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. There's Evans again, complete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win him the game anymore with the rule changes and overtime of the postseason, but they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure is now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, CD, in the regular season, they would already be celebrating. Not so simple here in the playoffs. Now they also need to make a defensive stand if they want to pick up the victory.
Yeah, and I'm sure the team would be in favor of just taking the win right now, but in a small way, those defenders are also kind of happy for the rule change, because now, on the big stage of postseason, they're the ones who can come out here and lock down the victory.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
This is where the new rule comes into effect. In past years, this game's over. They've got a chance, though, to match touchdowns now. It's 1st down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
On 1st down, Wilson.
Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Trying to keep their season alive. Down 7 in overtime. Well, they'll, of course, need to score before time runs out in the period as they work on second down.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, what a game this has turned out to be here. Second possession of overtime. Obviously, Charles, they need the touchdown. And now looking pretty good here in the red zone.
And in addition, they face a very important decision if they do reach the end zone. Kick the extra point, take the tie, and send this game to sudden death, or go for 2 and let it come down to one last 2-point try.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off.
Nifty move by Gordon. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the fourth quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And the kick is good. He puts it through, and they are moving on to the AFC championship game. And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it.
watching it, ain't none of that they're new to us. Acting like that you pop off, no damn well that you grew to us. Been in my own lane, carry you like that do the truck. Trend following, I'm surprised you just now catching up. It's my way or the highway, baby girl, I'm not a settler. Don't play with my kind, no matter my mind. I promise they get pitiful. They love me, I promise I do the bare minimum. My people, they say that I'm underrated, but it's crazy, I'm steady to killing them. Can't ride my wave, I'm flipping them. Come up for some earth and I'm dipping them. I'm so sick of all you weak, lame. Sick of being so humble, man. It's dead for that, man. It's 2023. Maniacs, who died? Talk about, man. All these I wanna do is talk and talk and talk. I can really give up. Who it be? Ain't a king of me. Now they acting wild. I'm a cheat. Way they blessing me. Step up on the style. All this beef is a friend of me. That's how I get down. See me toting with a smile. Take a dose, I wet you down. Hit the stage, burn it down. Rich Nirvana in the crowd. Used to serve it in your town. Like a pitcher on the mound. Putting it work for 100 racks. Put in a stack, get another bag. I got the strength of 100 men. Devoted to prowling and punishing.
Look, I'm out of space, I'm on a Apollo. Got a bag on me just like I hit the lotto. Head tucked on a Rolex, sleepy hollow. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll.
100 mentions dancing on my wall. Diss me and I don't see your response. Focus on the commas, not the call. I deposit, I do not withdraw.
All these heads are gonna roll. All these heads are gonna roll. Look, I'm out of space, I'm on Apollo. Got a bag on me just like I hit the lotto. Head tucked on a Rolex, sleepy hollow. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, all these heads are gonna roll.
It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Buffalo. It's the Broncos and the Bills, under the lights on Sunday night.
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
One of these two teams will be right back here in 2 weeks' time. Who will it be? Well, we'll see. Off we go in the AFC title game. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true.
They'll start out on the ground and Saquon Barkley. By the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Now it's Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
On second down, here's Wilson. Mistake, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Can't give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Still on his feet.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
67 yards.
And the Bills are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25.
So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game.
They'll be led out by the pride of Wyoming in his 6th season with one of the league's strongest arms, Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both, and at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On second down, here's Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Allen now looks to throw. And he is caught. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On first down, Allen. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over here up near the 40.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. He shakes him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Credit for that sack goes to Cameron Thomas.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Wilson.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Wilson. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Cameron Thomas able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep is Steven Sims.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Here's Allen.
Connecting on the out route here with Higgins.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen.
And that one complete once again to Higgins.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Allen's throw is complete.
And shedding him off, now open field. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
49 yards.
And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Bills going to take over again on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And this returnable for Sims. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job. And Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Same connection. Dulcich once again. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Escapes the sack. And shedding through the tackle. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Kyle Van Noy from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They go play action now. Wilson under pressure, and they got to him again. That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now it's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Robinson will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Gay is on for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Brian Robinson. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
And coming out now, the Broncos.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
Allen now on 1st down.
Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. To the air, Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Allen.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Fighting through pressure. Flushed out. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Reek Woolen.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So after the INT, it's Allen.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
On the return is Sims.
6-yard return after a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Denver's offense now set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing.
And now off to the races down the right side. A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards.
Well, it looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Now Allen off the bootleg.
A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. To throw is Wilson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Open man is Noah Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. Allen now looks to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Allen's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On the move to his left. And fights him off. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Allen going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A 1-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the NFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Atlanta Falcons are heading back to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this AFC Championship game. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his in. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Denver offense at the line ready to go. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Here's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he fends him off. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession. And this is an offense that can really use a good drive. And they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st down, Allen. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down. And again, it's Allen. Same connection. Dulcich once again. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So that, a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field, thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. 3rd and 5. Now it's Wilson. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Option play. Here's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. T. Higgins out on offense with the rest of his teammates for this next drive. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Bills offense back out onto the field. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete to Laporta. And he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. It's hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle. Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Again, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now it's Wilson to Jefferson on the slant. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A 27-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he will have a Broncos 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This will be caught by Brown. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. To the air, Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Fights through him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
There on the stop was Leo Chanel. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd
Here's Allen to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Quintez Cephas, 34 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead here now in the fourth quarter of this championship game. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Lutz with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. That time, a 9-play drive, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Bills getting set to go. And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's a spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball, a chance to win the game, control your own destiny, as you noted. But here's the thing. Don't let the crowd get too involved if you're this team now. You've got to make sure you let them carry you, but not cause you to do things out of what you're supposed to do, right? Take you away from focusing and concentrating on the game.
Because sometimes you get so amped from the crowd that can carry you into spots you don't want to be. Is that what you're saying?
From experience, sometimes that crowd gets so involved in it and you get involved with them that you end up making plays or trying to do things that maybe you shouldn't have done.
On third down, Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Wilson on first down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Robinson up the middle. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Robinson with another carry. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
And that is no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Here's Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Allen going to throw. Able to shake him off. He's got his target. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Allen to throw once more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Josh Allen, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And here come the Bills. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. This possession, gigantic. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Wilson saved, complete here to Ayuk. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, 32 yards. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. The Broncos are about set to go on offense. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Meanwhile, Allen's throw caught here by Dosich. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Allen running the option to the left. And he stopped immediately there. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Checks off the sag. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So the Bills now down by a field goal, 1:06 to play. A field goal sends this championship game to overtime as they've got a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
This is Robinson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Wilson. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, you know, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.